very few boards of directors represent everyone in their community. Our next guest is changing that. Leslie Wu from CivicAction joins us with more. This is really interesting because a lot of boards are being called on, volunteer boards are being called on for more diversity. But when you look out in the community, people are like, where do we find more diverse people? And then people who are asked to join boards are like, I don't have any experience. I don't know what to do. And you're kind of dealing with both aspects of that.
Yes, and thank you for having me. It is a major issue. The data is showing that representation across in the not-for-profit sector and municipalities is lagging very far behind representation. And so we spend a lot of time with young leaders, particularly Indigenous, Black, and racialized rising leaders, supporting them, building their confidence, training, and then identifying organizations who, like as you describe, are seeking more diversity.
And you're giving them the training too,
yes.
Because things like setting an agenda or taking minutes and fundraising is a huge burden for a lot of people. People think, well, I don't have the money to, if you're on a fundraising board, I don't have the money to give, but there's so much more than money to give to a board, isn't there?
Yeah, absolutely. There is so much perspective that individuals can bring to the table that add to even thinking about how to fundraise. And what we know is that rising leaders need the confidence of being able to be seated at the table. Organizations need to be able to welcome them, and then the ability to connect and network. So we work with both the organizations and the candidates to match them together, to identify potential, and in the end, ultimately, Annette, we need a better city, better future, and we want it to be representative in all its decision making.
Mm-hmm. So how does the training, like if I go onto your website, can I find out how to train to become a board
it's
member?
all online, so you can do it in your own time. It's got about 3 or 4 modules which help you understand governance, like what is it, how does a board work, some basics about financials, and ultimately as a racialized person, this is what's unique about the program, what it is and how it is you can show up and feel included in the whole process. Because oftentimes it's one thing to check that box about having someone diverse, it's another thing for them to feel and understand how to be included.
Mm-hmm. To feel heard, and because we need all voices at the table, don't we?
Exactly.
Now, so the program has just started in November. Do you have, like for boards that are looking for candidates, new candidates?
Yeah. Any organization who's interested can go online to I'll do the plug for the website, leadership.civicaction.ca, and sign on. There's a form to fill out, and then as you are part of the program, when you have vacancies, you can put your name up. You will be able to access the pipeline of trained candidates, and that way you're increasing and widening the scope of where you're looking for potential board members.
Right, because everybody's got to start somewhere. I started board work, I had a great mentor who helped me out, but not everyone does.
Yeah, I started in my daughter's skating club board, but I was then able to build my own confidence to be on a more significant region-wide board, and that leads to other things. So it's 2 parts. 1, the confidence, and so the training helps with that. 2, the ability to have the network, and so we support our candidates in that by identifying individuals or organizations who are interested.
Okay, we'll get that link up on our website,
Thank you so much.
chch.com. Leslie, great to meet you today.
Thank you so much, Annette.